Okay, here we go. Monday the 29th of March. So look forward to this, setting ourselves up for the week, pulling ourselves back into a state of harmony, balance, and alignment so we can start our week off on the right foot. And hopefully we feel this state that we get ourselves in, and then the rest of the week we can do little things. Maybe just, if you remember one thing from what we do on Monday, if you remember more, great, but if you just remember one thing, let it be that thing that brings you back to center during the week when you get pulled off of center. Just one thing. Could just be whole body breathing. Oh, okay, now back to center, and then, on with your day. Doesn't have to be a big deal. Could be a little micro Qigong, Somebody upsets you, stop. Do a few whole body breaths. Okay, back into alignment. Hold on, let me just mute all. Forgot to mute. Okay, here we go. Hands together, feet together. Hands in prayer posture, bring them in so you feel them in heart center. And begin the breath. Inhale through the nose. Hot, audible exhale through the mouth. Make sure you hear it. So important. Breathe down deep into the belly on the inhale. Exhale. Belly comes in towards the spine, slightly up at the end. Inhale, Buddha belly. Exhale. Hot, audible sound, belly in towards the spine. Good. Relax the hands. Put the mind right here. The Chinese also mostly say, my mind, right? Bill always taught me this, my mind. That's in China, they do that, right? So let's put mind right here in heart center for a moment. This seems to give me better advice than this thing. And take the hands and slowly, slower than usual, turn them over so the palms face a little bit up and forward. While you do this really slow, look how slow my hands are turning. Feel heart center soften, release, and open. And then when the hands are over in this posture, let me show you what it looks like. My arms are long and relaxed. My palms are a little bit forward. And I'm just in this state of receiving. Just invite the light. Just receive. You don't have to do anything. Continue with the breath. Relax the hands. Balance before you balance. Bend both knees. All the weight is in my right leg. My left leg is becoming light and buoyant. I step out with a flat, empty foot, right? Never take a step you can't take back. And then I just let the body sort of unravel a little bit. A piece of pasta, just let everything go. Whew. Side to side, maybe a little forward and backwards. Remember, just having it, the feet don't come up off the mat at all on this one, but there's this internal pressurizing on the balls of the feet back to the heels. Balls of the feet back to the heels. Just feel that pressure as you push against the chi. Hands flowing through water. Side to side a little bit. Let's just warm up the hips before we begin our tapping. Side to side. This is also hands flowing through water, but it's in front of us. First one is on the left and right side, and this one is nice and big figure eight. Look how my hands come around the corner here. Show you from the side, they come around the corner. Notice my weight shift, there's a slight lag. My weight shifts, and then my hands follow. Maybe a half second or a second lag. Gosh, I don't even know if it's a second, but just slight right here. I'm shifting, and my hands are saying, oh, you want me to come around this corner here. And it's not a corner, it's a loop. Think of it as a figure eight. Here's one loop. Here's the other loop. So it's a very soft transition, smooth, loopy, spirally. Feel your hips. I feel my hips are loosening as I'm doing this, side to side. And my hips are starting to make a slight figure eight too, as they're relaxing and opening up from doing this movement. And relax the hands. And let's tap. Move that stagnant or blocked energy down the inside with the cup, with the palm of your hand, lao gong, up the outside, shoulder blade. Ooh, starting to get warm right in here. As soon as I start tapping, notice it. Seems to get more intense with time. Armpit, massage, that this, the core right here, starts to heat up as soon as I start tapping. You may experience something different, no right or wrong, but just notice any changes in your body from tapping. Just notice them. Ah, this is what happens when I tap. Didn't even realize it. Up and down the ribs, drumming. Come across other side, down the inside, up the outside, shoulder blade. Again, before bed, this would not be tapping. This would be this. This would be just stroking and flicking and stroking and flicking. Just so you know, not before bed. This is energizing. This is like a little cup of coffee. So you wipe and flick. Even here, it would be a wipe and flick, wipe and flick. Again, that would be at night. Or anytime, you know, close to dinner time or afterwards, I would not tap. I would do a wipe and a flick. Thymus thump. And then get those spots right underneath the collarbone that we're going to rub in a second, those lymph nodes under the collarbone. It's nice to tap them if you have the time first. And then get in there with your fingers. Get in there. Really rub all along the collarbone. From this little notch that you feel here, the shoulder notch, all the way till here. So it's this area, this whole area I'm rubbing, and the other side. And if you're in a rush, you can do the two at once. It's like this. I actually love this because I feel like there's some leverage going on here with my elbows. So I kind of like this one. And then brush down vagus nerve. Ah. Good. Dantian. Gentle fist, bend forward slightly, exposing kidneys and adrenals. Rub. Sacrum. And legs. Take your time. Ooh, getting hot. Notice any changes in your body. Come back to Wu Chi when you're done. And relax. Really let the body go. Let it move however it needs to here. My body's just really adjusting on its own. And let's just do a little bounce. We're just going to do one of these today. Remember, fire breath, in and out the nose. Tap the heels a couple times, just once or twice, right towards the end. And back to Wu Chi, in through the nose, hot audible exhale through the mouth. Right into, look how this just wants to, my body just wants to go right into whole body breathing. Right into it. There's no lag. Inhale. Exhale. Always inhale, opening. Exhale, close. Notice the pelvis starts moving. Inhale, pelvis rocks forward. Exhale, pelvis rocks backwards. What is that doing? Same thing as all our Qigong. Notice the Kwa. The Kwa opens, keep my hand in the Kwa, and the Kwa closes. Kwa squats, they're called. Inhale, exhale. Pumping the Kwa, or the groin, manually pumps the lymphatic system. Inhale, exhale. Let the body start to get relaxed, just working into it. Don't lose connection between the palms. Feel them connecting to each other. Stoking the fire in front of lower dantian. On the next exhale, grab that chi. Grab it right here, that chi ball you just made. Pull it up right in front of heart. And just right here, same thing. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just give me a few right here. Just to feel the difference. Same exact motion in front of heart. Right into spinal cord breathing. On the next inhale, take your time to get there. Just open the elbows. I'm not going high up in the air. I'm just opening my elbows out to the sides, just like this, arching my back a little bit, just till I'm comfortable. No more. Work at your own level. I inhale, chest up, look up. Exhale, that's what we were talking about before. Round the back, sink the chest, tuck the pelvis. Notice the C shape in my body. This is where the mirror really is a wonderful teacher. So you could see if your back is truly rounding, if you have the C shape in the front, and if your pelvis is tucking under. And remember, we never want to be any further over than if we look forward that we could see each other's foreheads. If we can see the top of each other's heads, or you can see the top of your head in the mirror, you're just going over too much. Just the forehead. So inhale, chest up, look up. Exhale, round the back, sink the chest, tuck the pelvis. Whoop, I had a nice little adjustment there. Ooh, felt good. Last one, inhale, exhale. And when you come out of the exhale, for the next inhale, just rotate on your center line, gazing at the moon. And the hands don't have to be very high. My hands are just right in line with my face. That's all. No big deal. They're not reaching for the moon. It's just gazing at the moon. And remember, check your feet. They should either be forward, parallel, or slightly pigeon-toed, if that's comfortable on your knees. Gazing at the moon, rotating on the center axis. Rotating on the Zhongding, right in front of the spine. No weight shift here. Just turning like a revolving door. Come to center on the next one, and exhale. Inhale. Turn the hands over, push down, and exhale. Grab some more chi. This is washboard. Inhale. Exhale. My hands are pretty close to my body. Inhale. Exhale. Relax the hands. Connect the palms. Step out into a bit of a horse stance, toes out to the corners of your room. And we're going to do a little bit of leaf blowing in the breeze. And I want you to feel like you've got a chi ball here. Just go back and forth a little bit. You've got this chi ball and you're sort of playing with it right here, right? And then at some point, you're just going to, here I'm playing with the ball. I'm just moving it side to side. At some point, I'm going to stop, pause for a second. Then I'm going to take the chi ball from this hand here and put it into this hand. Boom, like this. Boom. I'm just showing you practice. Put it into that hand, and that hand, what does it do? Just flies up in the air. The bottom hand covers Dantian, and we begin. It's a beautiful way to begin leaf blowing in the breeze. Hand turns only at heart center, palm towards me. Then it's the same through the upper and lower. Now palm through heart center shifts away from me. It'll become natural after a while. Don't worry about it too much. Palm towards me. Palm away from me. And when we go into horse stance like this, look how we can do this beautiful drop right there. And the legs get a little workout. That's doing a little weight shift. The weight shift is, of course, leading the arm and down. Keep the back upright. Keep the rib tips in. Rib tips in. Don't arch the back, especially right here. Notice I've got a straight spine as I come down. Only come down until your legs will allow. Palm towards me. Again, the palm only shifts right through the heart. Palm away. Two ways to get out of this one. I'm going to switch to the other hand here. Palm away from me through heart. Palm comes down nice and slow. What am I going to do? Give the ball to this hand right here. Boom. Give it to this hand. Bottom hand covers Dantian, the other hand. And now this hand is the leaf blowing in the breeze. Coming down. Don't get too caught up in this one. You have it. Just feel for it. Lead the hand with the body. The hand and the arm. The hand is the leaf, and the arm should just start to feel nice and light, floating. Just following the direction my body is pulling it in. Keep breathing. Now we're doing our regular Qigong. So what happens to the tongue? Goes on the roof of the mouth, behind front teeth. Tip of tongue, roof of mouth, behind front teeth. Close the mouth, breathe through the nose. Last one. And take your time. Bring the hand down, connect the palms right here. Just waiting for everyone to catch up. Stay in this, just check yourself for a minute. Check your horse stance. Make sure your knees are lined up with your feet. And remember, with horse stance, spring loaded right here. Always want to make sure you have a spring here, that these don't cave in. So I got a spring loaded right there. That's the most common thing, that the knees cave in. And then we've lost alignment with our feet. Don't want that. So let's, from here, our hands are still here. They're still connected. Hold that posture, right from leaf blowing in the breeze, still making that connection right here. We're going to go right into uniting heaven and earth chi. Scoop the chi down here, bring it up, and it's up, and then it's out in front of heart. Then pull it into heart. Hands are in line with shoulder notches. Then push it away through the wall. This is pushing through the wall. Make a little circle. Bump the palms, come up to the mouth and open like a big smiley face, just letting the chi go to the heavens. Hands come over top, they scoop more chi, heaven chi. Show you this from the side in a minute. Unite it with earth chi, up, then out, in to heart. Push through the wall, make a circle. Notice how my body now, my legs are starting to activate. My legs are doing, as my body comes down, my legs root down. As my body comes up, my legs rise, up and out, into heart. Push through the wall. Circle. Bump. Send it up. Show you from the side. Scoop heaven chi. Unite it with earth chi. We bring it up, then out in front of heart. No stiff elbows. I still have a bend in the elbows. Pull it into heart. Turn the hands over. Push through the wall. Again, soft, gentle elbows, not stiff, not locking the elbows. I have a slight bend in my elbows at all times. Make a circle, bump the palms, right around the mouth, send it up. Scoop more, heaven chi. Unite it, earth chi. Up then out, into heart, through the wall. Circle the heart, bump the palms, send it up. Scoop heaven chi. Unite with earth chi. Up then out, in, through the wall. Circle, bump, up. One more. Just send it up. Feel that sensation of sending it up. Heaven chi, earth chi, unite it. Bring it up, then out in front, and then right into heart. Notice how it's like this. Up, out, and then right in. Push through the wall. Circle. Send it up. And hold this beautiful posture here. This is embrace the moon. As far as a standing Qigong, embracing the moon. We're going to go right into parting clouds. Bring the hands down. Scoop. I'm going to come in, just like this. Look how my arms are coming in. And the back of the hands, let me come up close. They'll come in, the back of the hands come together, they come up. I'm not squishing them like this, I'm not like that. Just these two fingers are kind of together. And then these are two dragons coming out of the water. They turn over and part the clouds. Let me do it on my knees. Bring it in, back of the hands together. Turn them over. Exhale, part the clouds. Such a beautiful Qigong. It's absolutely standalone Qigong. Inhale. Now let's get into flow. Exhale. Work at your level. Don't go down any lower than you're comfortable. The depth in the horse stance will happen with time. We don't rush it. Inhale. Exhale. Go with the speed and the rhythm of your own breath. Next time you come down, just reverse it. Inhale. Exhale. Palms towards the body on the exhale. Oh, beautiful. Feel that. Just feel the way it feels as the hands wand through the body. Inhale. This is called pulling down the heavens. Exhale. Inhale. Rise. Exhale, root. Rib tips in, sacrum relaxed and anchored down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, root. Inhale, rise. Exhale as you root. Feel as your hands turn towards your body, this aligning that's happening. The legs are tired, perfectly acceptable to just do this with the arms right here. Feel that sensation. Look how I can do it just with my arms. My legs are tired. I can just wand through the body, through my etheric field, and get that same aligning process that's happening here. One more of these. It feels so good. As the hands come down on this last one, let the forearms come together. And one more in horse stance. Here we go. Push, pull. Notice the backhand is really like, it's like this. It's pulling. It's pulling the bow right here. Comes back to about shoulder notch. You can come in high horse stance when I'm talking. It's okay. Stay in high horse. And the left hand, remember, one finger's in. I'm looking right through here into the distance, right through here. And remember, bend the wrist before you go out so you stretch all this fascia in here, okay? So let's do rise again. Soft horse is a rise. It's high, soft horse and high horse, same thing. So here we go. We're going to forearms together, rise, start from here, it's easier. And then make the formation with the hands, bend at the wrist, and root as you come into bend bow, shoot arrow. Feel like you're really shooting, like you're letting let go of the arrow in that direction over here. Rise, forearms together, and root. Rise. Forearms don't need to touch, it's just this motion. And root. Rise. Root. Look through that spot. Rise. Root. Rise. Root. Rise. Work at your level. Only go as deep as you're comfortable. Root. Rise. Root. Shoot the arrow. Come in, both hands in. Push down. Good. Walk the feet in, toes, heels, toes, heels. Shake them out a little bit, especially if your legs are a little bit sore. Take a little sip of, I know everyone's got something to drink today, tea or whatever you have, kombucha. At the halfway point, did a lot of movement there. Take your time when you're done. Just come right into Tai Chi ruler right here. Tai Chi ruler, connecting the palms. Get the hands going first in the circular fashion, keeping palms connected, about 11, 12 inches apart. And then rock the pelvis. Excuse me. Rock the pelvis backwards and forwards. Remember those claw squats we talked about earlier. The claw squats are like the motion, it's like a locomotive. It's the momentum, the motion that's moving my arms. Just breathe. grab that ball, and let's move it this way. Let's move it towards us. This is the yin direction. This is the yang direction. Let's move it in the yin direction. Keeping that ball between the palms. So the palms have to constantly connect. So this would be a disconnect, right? If I go like this, there's a disconnect. Just get the palms to connect. Keep the ball small. Yin direction, which is towards you. Then we can add the hips and waist turn. Now, look how much my hips, my waist turn, my feet bottoms are now. I'm letting those get involved. You can play around with this ball. It's energy play. You can make it bigger. Then you can make it small again. Just play with it. Reverse it. Yang direction. I find this one a little bit harder. I don't know why. A little harder. It's okay. Yang, rolling it in the yang direction, away from you, away from you. Notice my hips and waist turn. So my quads involved. I'm not doing a big waist turn. It's not like that. It's right here. It's very local. This is going on right here. Feet bottoms are involved. Good. Just a little play in between. Now bring the hands out. We're going to stretch the fascia. Hands out, and the hand is out like this, just straight, relaxed. Come up on our toes, stretch the rubber band. Stretch the whole body like you're stretching before bed and yawning and stretching, and then relax. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Stretch. And then let everything bounce back like a rubber band and relax. Stretch. And relax. Again, the stretch should just be, like I'm yawning and stretching before bed, or I'm getting out of bed in the morning. That kind of sensation. Up on the tippy toes and relax. Next one in, let's go above the head. Push up on the toes and relax down. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Push up, tippy toes, and relax knees and elbows down. Push up. I am pushing pretty far up and down. One more. Up, down. Relax the hands. One hand stays down, other hand stays up. You know this one. Stand back so you can see me. Heaven and earth press. Push up to the heaven, down to earth. Feel the stretching in the fascia. And relax, relax. Make the ball. Compress the ball. Make sure the hands are in alignment with each other. Palms are in alignment. Compress the ball, pinkies kiss. And then switch. The other palm up, palm down. Relax, compress the ball. Pinkies kiss. Palm up, palm down. Heaven and earth press. You could look at the top hand and then release it if you'd like, or you can just look straight ahead. Pinkies kiss. Just feel that stretch in the spine and the rib cage. Oh, just had another adjustment. Relax. Compress the ball. Pinkies kiss. And stretch. Remember, palm up, palm down, and then release it. Palms towards each other into the ball. Pinkies kiss. Then palm up, palm down. Other side. Release it. Ball. Pinkies. One more. And release it. Other hand, this hand stays down as the other hand comes down to meet it very slowly. And then right into the first spinal Qigong. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Pelvis starts rocking forward on the inhale as the hands come up, and exhale on the way down, pelvis rocks backwards in space. Pelvis rocks forward on the up. And remember, when you're coming down, it's elbow, wrist, fingers. Elbow, wrist, fingers. Exhale. Keep Ming Men open. Keep the lower back open by keeping it flat. Rib tips in. Sacrum drop down into earth like an anchor. Keeps lower back or Ming Men, gate of life, in an open position so that the chi can flow. Inhale, exhale. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Check your feet. Tip of tongue on roof of mouth behind front teeth. Just drop into this one. I love to use this because you all know this one. Don't think about it. Don't worry about the choreography. You know it. You've been doing it a long time. Just drop in. Just drop into a state of meditation. You're not thinking about the choreography. You're just dropping into your body, out of your head. Relax the hands on the next one. Nice and relaxed. Good. We're going to do 2 spinal stretches. You all know this one, to lengthen the spine and create space between the vertebrae. I'm going to do it sideways in case you need to look, but I know we've been all doing this one for a long time. Again, 2 times we're going to do it. And remember, the most important thing, you start from the bottom, the sacrum, work your way up, 2, 3 vertebrae at a time, allowing yourself to come up and over the log. This is not about how far over we get, not at all. If you notice in the book we're all reading in our book club, you'll see he does the spinal stretch and the hands and on the full effect, the full posture, the hands are lined up right around kneecaps, actually, kind of like this. So it's not, you may go a little bit less, a little bit more, that's okay, it's your ergonomics of your body. The point is it's just not about, how far over you can get. This is not about that. And then remember, most important part from this posture, you sit down and you roll up. You roll, you tuck the pelvis under and roll up. So when we're going down, we're on the back of the spine as we're going over. As we're coming up also from the bottom to the top, but now we're coming up from the front of the spine. So when I'm going down, my awareness is in the back of my spine. When I'm coming up, my awareness is right here in the front of my spine, rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, that's an important point. Let's do 2 of them. I'll guide us through. If you're a little faster or slower, that's fine. Go at your own pace. Start from the sacrum, 2, 3 vertebrae at a time, and feel the space between the vertebrae elongating. You're going over this huge log in the forest. Nice and slow. Hardest part to feel is usually the thoracic. That's okay. Just look for it. Look for the space. Remember the last thing to go over and relax, neck, C7, the head. So the neck and head are last, and you can tap the top of the head. You can try to relax your skull plates if you can. Turn the head side to side to show yourself, oh yeah, I am relaxed, okay. I tap the top of my head a little bit to remind myself to relax, and then sit on a high stool and bend your knees, tuck your pelvis under, have your awareness of the front of the spine moving up the front of the spine as you roll, 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 move the pelvis forward, roll, tuck, 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 and back up. Do a little less this time. Do less, okay? Don't even go over as far this time. Be more intimate with the vertebrae. Let's go. One more time, more intimate with the vertebrae. Really focus on, our goal ultimately is to focus on one vertebrae at a time, but it's easier to do it at the beginning in clusters. If you don't have the clusters, or just stay with that, 2, 3 at a time. Eventually it'll get to 1. Nice and slow, nice and slow. After the thoracic, you get up to that big bone behind the neck, C7, the top of the spine. Then we let the neck go. Then we let the head. I turn the head a little bit just to show myself. Skull plates on the top of the head, those release. And then I don't need to stay long. I bend the knees, sit on a high stool, and I start to tuck the pelvis under, moving it forward in space, arms relaxed. Awareness on the front of my spine, moving up, up, up. And again, neck and head last to come up. Last to go down, last to come up. That's a wonderful little practice. I don't know why I felt like we needed that today. I want everybody to do this last little thing we're going to do before we do some mobility work, is just put the hands palm on top of palm, right underneath belly button. So they're right in line with dantian. Hold a regular posture, feet shoulders width, parallel. And we're just going to let the bottom hand come out. Just let it drop. Just let it drop and swing out to the side. Come overhead. And then this is how we're going to move through the body, like this. Don't worry about how close. Just feel how close you're just going to feel. Karate chop. Nice and slow. Start from up here, overhead. Now let it go. This is aligning, centering. Just feel how close the hand needs to be to the body. There are no rules around that. You have to feel for it. Feel how it wands through all 3 energy centers and 7 chakras. As it gets close to the bottom hand, palm goes up, palm over palm. Now the other hand is on the bottom. We release it, swings up. Just going to do a couple to each side. Let the hand wand through. Aligning, centering. Wonderful way to finish your practice. I like having the idea of having it openings and closings in my Qigong practice. Even if it's a 5-minute practice, I will still have an opening and a closing of some sort. Keep going. We're just doing 2 to each side, so you can stop after you've done that and just keep the palms in front of dantian. Palms up, one on top of the other. Intertwine the thumbs and just turn them. All you're doing is turning it. Now my palms are towards dantian, upper right quadrant, liver, your upper right, and go around belly button. Over top, from the upper right, go to the upper left, and then go down and around. Upper right to upper left, and then down and around. And just ground and close out your practice. Finish on dantian. Inhale into your hands, Buddha belly. Exhale. Let the belly come in towards the spine. Inhale, push into your palms, Buddha belly. Exhale. Belly comes in and slightly up. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now let's just step forward. I will step forward. You can relax. And let's do a little bit of mobility work to finish off our session here today. Remember this one, figure eights or infinity signs with the hands. Just get the hands going first. So I imagine I'm leading with my fingers, with my pointer in this direction, or my thumb. You could think of it like leading with your thumbs. That may be a little easier. Thumbs are leading, making these infinity signs. And then add the fingers. Opening, closing. When you're ready. Now the other way. Use your pinkies. First I was drawing with my thumbs. Now I'm drawing with my pinkies. Pinkies. Relax. Add the fingers when you're ready. If you're ready. If you're not ready, it's okay. Don't add them. It's perfectly okay to just do this part. Good. Relax. Pull. This is an Aikido stretch. Pull, then relax. Release. Pull. Release. Relax. Pull. Release. Other side. Pull. Relax. Pull. Relax. Pull. Relax. Hand in like this. And just pull, push on it a little bit like this. Push and just like this, just a little push. Just go in the opposite way. Other side, push, push. Just this. So we went this way with the wrist, and we always want to do the opposite. That's all we're doing there. Good. Wrist circles, one way, away from you. Remember, yang is away. Yin, towards you. Wrists, just wrists. Elbows, away from you. Working the elbow joints. Towards you. Good. Good. Now, remember, there's a ship. I've got a sailboat. And I've got one of those huge wooden steering wheels. So I'm going to keep my arms out like this. They're pretty straight. I'm not going to bend here. That'd be cheating. Okay? And we're going to walk the shoulder blades, not the shoulders. This is coming along for the ride. The shoulder cap's going to come along for the ride, but I'm leading from here. So just try, walk them forward, walk them forward. Don't flail. If the arms are going like this, too much. Walk it forward. Walk. Walk it forward. Notice eventually your ribs start moving. This one almost takes my breath away because my ribs and my lungs are so active here. One at a time. And reverse it. Reverse it. Walk them backwards. Here's the, I see from the side. Notice the ribs start moving. Hips are moving slightly. Great one to do sitting down. Good, excellent. Now let's do hips. Let's work the hips. Let's do the four points, and then we'll do the circle. Warm them up. Forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards. Just warming it up. Neutral, side, side, side. Here's the 4 points. Side, 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 side. Neutral. Now make the circle. Leading from the hips, not the head. Head's just coming along for the ride. I'm leading with the hips. Don't forget to breathe. In this case, I usually let a few breaths out my mouth. I just, for some reason, when I'm doing this one, it's so therapeutic that I just need more air. And, you know, and sometimes that helps me, my spine adjust too. Reverse it. This one, you have to go super slow, hip circles, super slow, to allow for the spine to, or the sacrum to adjust if it needs to. It won't adjust if we go too fast. Whoop. Oh, I just had a little adjustment. That was 3. Again, as your spine becomes more nimble, agile, it'll start to have, you'll have little adjustments on your own if you're not already. And back to neutral. Neck. Actually, you know what? Let's keep going down a little bit further. You all have good balance. Let's do ankle circles. Since we're on the circle theme of mobility work, which is what it's all about, circles and mobility work, lubing the joints, bringing synovial fluid into the joints. I go 5 to 7 one way and 5 to 7 another way, observing if my foot is choppy or is not making a real circle. Pauses, breaks, I'm observing all of that. And if I see something like that, I'm going to work on it. Other foot, 5 to 7 one way, 5 to 7 the other way. I want it smooth. Cross the hands, relax the foot now. Cross the hands, chin forward, chin back. We're teaching the head because this is what typically happens. You know, as we age, we start kind of leaning forward. So we're teaching the chin. Yeah, this is forward, but this is where I really want you. Forward, back. Teaching the head, which is super heavy, to sit over the spine where there's the least amount of pressure. Forward, back. Good. Now, bring the shoulders up just a little bit to cradle, a little cradle around the neck, just so it feels safe. Now try the Egyptian, side to side. Just try 4. You all have it. I see you. Looking good. Side to side. Again, notice what we're doing. Warming up, warming up. Now try forward. Now we're going to put those two together. Chin forward, backwards, side, side. Chin forward, side, back, side, forward. Notice my chin. It's parallel to earth. It's like my chin is sitting on a table. Reverse it. Side, forward, side, back. Good. Now, elongate the neck and just do traditional neck circles. Keep your hands crossed. That takes the shoulders, strain off the shoulders. Reverse it. Ooh. Now let your head just dip down, your chin to your chest. Let chin go to chest. If you have to watch me, it's okay, and then you can do it. And then my nose is going to draw a smiley face up this way and up this way, just a smiley face. So I'm just turning and looking on. I'm looking up in the direction my head's turning. And then my nose goes down to earth, and my nose makes a smiley, half a smiley face the other way, and I look up. And just a couple more each side. Look up. And look up. Good. Then ear to shoulder. Ear to shoulder, doesn't matter which side, and cross fiber massage. These are some of my favorite parts. Ear to shoulder, other side. Cross fiber. Feel the neck. Move it around a little bit. Just check it out. Heat. Another favorite part. Press. Press them together. Press the palms together. Take the energy. Feed your eyes. So grateful for my eyes. See beautiful, vibrant colors. Saw the full moon last night in the sky. Sees the blue today in the sky, the clear blue. Sees the birds on my bird feeder. I'm just so grateful. Then relax. 2 fingers, up the bridge of the nose, over third eye, out to the temples. Wipe. 1 more of those. Third eye, temples. Down the bridge of the nose, under cheekbones and the ears. Pinch and pull. Pinch and pull. From the top, work your way all the way down to the lobes. So good. Take your finger, one more little thing before we finish, and just put it right in this little, you've got that little ridge right here. 1 finger in that ridge and the other finger just rests on top. And just make circles. So like this, you're making circles. One direction and then the other direction. Just feel for it. It should feel really good. Okay, so I'm just taking index on that ridge right here, just to have something to hold on to. And then this finger right here. And I make circles one way, circles the other way. Good. Shake it off. Whew. Whew. Shift left. Shift all the way left, good. Push off the left foot, feet together, scoop the chi around you. Feet are now back to where they were, touching, and let's just close, let the hands float down, palms towards the body. 1 for mind. Here's golden ball, go around golden ball. Scoop some more chi, 1 for body. This is just a nice little closing to end our routine, end our practice. Last one, heart. Inhale, Buddha belly. Extend. Exhale. Belly comes back towards the spine. Thank you.